most important thing in hard talk is behaving well. We all know what to do in a hard talk scenario. If I showed you a video of one right now, you'd be able to tell me what was good and what was bad. The problem is that in that moment, when we're under that stress, our neuropsychology is set up to make us behave really, really, really badly. And in hard talk terms, behaving badly means behaving in a way that stops you from getting the results that you want. We have a number of strategies that we teach people to make sure that they behave well in hard talk scenarios. We call them the brain trains. One brain train in particular that I find very, very useful is remembering to know your purpose. Knowing your purpose means knowing why you're there, why you're having this conversation in the first place. Well, your purpose can really be anything. Your purpose could be to decide, it could be to understand, it could be to inform. It could also be something a little bit less positive. It could be to punish, or to save face, or to guilt, or to humiliate. What we really want to do is to focus on the positive purposes, things that we can share with other people, and that will, as I say, make us behave well. And generally speaking, our long-term purposes tend to be those healthy purposes, the ones that we'd be happy to share with our parents. The short-term purposes are the ones that we would probably be less proud of. So if we can do what the Spice Girls tell us and focus on what we really, really want, the chances are that we'll allow that long-term purpose to help us to behave well in the short term. The people that we see who do hard talk really, really well tend to use knowing their purpose in 3 different ways. The first way that they use it is before they even have the conversation. When you know your purpose, when you've decided that your purpose is something positive, something healthy, something that you can be proud of, then you're much more likely to speak up. If you know that your purpose in telling a colleague that they smell bad or that their presentation wasn't as good as it should have been is to help them rather than to humiliate them, then you're much more likely to speak up. Another way people use knowing their purpose is to share it by metaphorically opening their brain and allowing the other person, their hard talk partner, to see inside it, to let that partner know why it is they're having that conversation, and really to address any concerns. Again, if you imagine the situation where you're telling somebody that they smell bad, you want to be very clear up front and perhaps contrast with what they might worry about so that that person is more likely to be able to hear you. The third way you can use knowing your purpose is to monitor your behavior. So you're looking at how you're behaving right now, and then you're asking yourself, given that this is my behavior, am I making it more or less likely that I get the results that I really, really want?